Once upon a time, in a land painted with the brightest colors you can imagine, lived a little cloud named Nimbus. Nimbus wasn't like the other big, fluffy white clouds who drifted lazily across the sky. Oh no, Nimbus was a special kind of cloud. He was a rainbow cloud. From his head to his toes, he shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. But Nimbus had a secret worrying. He was the only rainbow cloud in the whole sky, and sometimes he felt a little lonely. One sunny morning, as Nimbus floated above a lush, green forest, he saw something peculiar. Down below, nestled among the tall trees, was a tiny creature, no bigger than a teacup. It was a squirrel, but not just any squirrel. This one had a long, fluffy tail that sparkled with silver glitter. He reached the branch, grabbed the giant acorn, and scurried back down. Thank you, Nimbus. He squeaked, holding his prize. You're amazing. I'm Sparkletail. It was my pleasure, Sparkletail. Nimbus beamed, his colors shining brighter than ever. Your tail is amazing, too. It's so sparkly. From that day on, Nimbus and Sparkletail became the best of friends. Every morning, Nimbus would float down to the forest to say hello. They would spend their days exploring together. Sparkletail would show Nimbus all the secret nooks and crannies of the forest floor, from the mossy logs where the ladybugs slept to the babbling brook where the frogs sang their songs. And Nimbus would show Sparkletail the world from above, giving him gentle rides on his back as they soared over the treetops. They saw fields of wild flowers that looked like a patchwork quilt and rivers that snaked through the land like silver ribbons. One afternoon, as they were playing hide-and-seek among the giant sunflowers, they heard a faint sobbing sound. They followed the noise and found a tiny caterpillar sitting on a leaf, crying big, splashy tears. "What's the matter, little one?" Nimbus asked softly. The caterpillar, whose name was Wiggles, looked up with sad, watery eyes. "I can't find my way home," he sniffled. "I was crawling along, looking for a juicy leaf to munch on, and now I'm lost. My family is on the other side of the great meadow, and it's so big." Sparkletail patted Wiggles gently with his paw. "Don't you worry, Wiggles. We'll help you get home." Sparkletail carefully helped Wiggles crawl onto a sturdy leaf, and then he hopped onto Nimbus's soft, cloudy back, holding the leaf securely. Nimbus then rose gently into the air, higher and higher, until they were floating above the entire great meadow. Wow, Wiggles gasped, his terrors forgotten. Everything looks so small from up here. He could see the whole meadow laid out below them. Look, over there, that's the big oak tree where my family lives. He pointed with one of his many little legs. Nimbus gently glided over the meadow, his rainbow trail marking a colorful path in the sky. He carefully descended next to the big oak tree, and Sparkletail helped Wiggles onto a branch. Wiggles's family, who had been worried sick, cheered with joy to see him safe and sound. They all waved their little antennae in thanks to Nimbus and Sparkletail. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Nimbus, Sparkletail, and their new friend Wiggles sat together watching the beautiful sight. Wiggles was so grateful. "You saved me," he said. "How can I ever repay you?" Nimbus just smiled, his colors glowing softly in the twilight. "That's what friends are for, Wiggles. We help each other." Sparkletail nodded in agreement, nibbling on a sunflower seed. "And we make new friends along the way." Weeks turned into months, and the seasons began to change. The bright green leaves of the forest turned to gold and red. Wiggles the caterpillar did something amazing. He built a little cozy house around himself called a chrysalis. He promised his friends he'd be back soon with a surprise. Nimbus and Sparkletail visited the chrysalis every day, wondering what the surprise could be. Then, one crisp autumn morning, the chrysalis began to wiggle. A small crack appeared, and then another. Slowly, something beautiful emerged. It wasn't Wiggles the caterpillar anymore. It was a magnificent butterfly. His wings were a stunning mosaic of deep blues and purples, edged with spots of bright yellow. Wiggles, Sparkletail, and Nimbus cried out in astonishment. "Not anymore," the butterfly said, his voice now as smooth as silk. "You can call me Indigo." He flapped his brand new wings, and they carried him into the air, where he danced in circles around his friends. "Thank you for being my friends when I was just a little caterpillar. Now I can fly with you, Nimbus." And so the trio of friends was complete. Nimbus the rainbow cloud, Sparkletail the glittery squirrel, and Indigo the beautiful butterfly. Their adventures became even more exciting. They would race the wind, chase falling leaves in the autumn, and draw colorful pictures in the sky for everyone below to see. Nimbus would create soft, fluffy clouds for them to bounce on, Sparkletail would find the sweetest berries and nuts for their picnics, and Indigo would lead them on flying tour to see the most beautiful flowers in the land. They learned that being different wasn't lonely at all. Nimbus's rainbow colors, Sparkletail's glittery tail, and Indigo's magnificent wings were what made them special. And together, their differences made their friendship even more vibrant and wonderful. They taught everyone in the forest that the best adventures are the ones you share with friends, and that a little bit of kindness can create the most beautiful friendships of all. And they lived and flew and scampered happily ever after. Now, what adventure do you think they'll go on next?